All right, well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Columbia City Eagle basketball. As you hear the chords of our fight song, I'm sure loud and clear. As we're at Blackhawk Christian, Andrew Thompson, Coach Brandon Marshall tonight. Hopefully you're not getting too much background noise, but it is a small arena. And, well, Coach, we have a good matchup here tonight. We've got two ranked teams in 3A basketball here, and you've been scouting them pretty good, and this is going to be a pretty good measuring stick to see where we're at right now.
Yeah, this is definitely going to show exactly where we're at. You're going to see a lot of high-pressure defense from the Braves tonight. Briggs Pardon, Peyton Reinhardt, Bryce Lacrosse, Drake Septon, all fantastic basketball players. They can all shoot it deep. They can drive. It's going to be a true test. It's going to be a battle. I saw John Harrell has Blackhawk winning by 11, so I know the boys have had that on the whiteboard.
Oh, of course.
That's on their mind, so we'll see how they respond to that, and we're in for a good one.
All right, well, Columbia City back on the floor trying to take warm-ups around the Blackhawk cheerleaders.
Just run through them. That's
kind
your
of
court.
impeded, but, man, I think the home team's coming out. Well, or at least their school song starting anyway. So glad you're with us tonight. Our underwriters, VFW Post 5582 in their events, open to the public, friends, families, and vets alike. VFW hosts bingo on Sunday starting at 1:30 p.m. They also host a fish fry on the first and third Friday of each month. For more information, members of the public can reach the VFW on Facebook at 244-4813 on the phone or by finding them at 415 East Chicago in Columbia City. As the Braves has taken the floor, as this place starts to fill up. Morse's Builders Mart, located at 516 East Van Buren in Columbia City, with locations in Huntington, Wabash, Warsaw, and Goshen, or online at morsesbuildersmart.com. Serving Northeast Indiana since 1871. Also, First Fleet tonight, 516, or check that, with dedicated operations in Bluffton, Fort Wayne, Butler, and Thayers, Michigan. First Fleet hires industry-leading CDL Class A drivers for dedicated home nightly positions. First Fleet is proud to support WJHS and Columbia City High School. Career and business services information can be found at firstfleetinc.com. So we'll cut it off right there. Thanks to the underwriters. Thanks for Jordan Glaza coming in tonight to run the board, so we can bring this one to you. And it is getting warm in here, Mr. Marshall. What?
Bring your mic up.
Up?
It's hard to hear you, though. Yeah.
Really? Hard to hear me? That's amazing.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's way better.
Okay. I asked Mr. Glaza if we were sounding good. You good?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, just for my ears, yep.
Oh, okay. Usually people want to turn down my loud.
Yeah, you're good now.
So the freshmen at JV have both been victorious for Columbia City tonight, 52-47 in the JV. I do not recall the freshman score, but they did win. And Columbia City Varsity ready to go, and the starters up on the board, which include Ian St. John, Owen Marshall, Josh Eberly, Landon Richmond, and Trey Deckman. The Braves will counter with, and some of these guys Coach Marshall talked about, Peyton Reinhardt, 5'11 senior guard. And let's see if I can get my eyes straightened out here. Kyler Wood, a 6-foot sophomore. And number 12, 3. And number 20, Jaden O'Neal, 6'4 senior. And number 32, rounding out the starting lineup, Drake Sefton, head coach Matt Roth. And I know they're familiar, but I don't have their names. That's Jake Linder, I think. You know any of them, Coach?
Is that Bob over there to the left?
Oh, is it Bob Childers? Jake Linder. And the guy in the middle, I'm escaping my mind right now.
And your Blackhawk Christian Brand.
That's some... nice recorded rendition of the national anthem. And Columbia City to be introduced first as the visitors, obviously. As they'll be in the road black tonight. Old gold numerals, maroon trim. And here comes Owen Marshall. And here comes Josh Eberle. And Landon Richmond. And rounding out the Columbia City lineup, Trey Deckman. Matt Schaus in season number 6 at Columbia City, and the lights go down. Wow. It didn't happen 2 years ago, did it?
No, it didn't.
Must have improved the lighting, or this would have never worked in our old gym at the big barn on North Whitley Street, but we do turn them out now. And here come the Braves. And got the spotlight over the far basket. Bryce Lacrosse. Jake O'Neill. Derek Septon, is that? Yep, I can tell by the look.
Yep.
Alex Childers, Jake Linder, and Alex Childers, and I don't remember the guy in the middle. All right, Landon Richmond to jump center against Gage Sefton. Drake Sefton. That was the older brother, right?
Yep, he's at Grace.
I'm getting names wrong already. There's the whistle. And the ball controlled by Blackhawk, and we're underway from the east side of Fort Wayne. And here goes Wood. Up top, high right now, Bryce Lacrosse spins in. Ran over his seat, knocked away by Deckman temporarily. He's got it back, turns, fires, off the mark, no good. Off of Richmond, Cairns to Marshall. And he'll give it to Ian St. John, and we'll set up shop for the first Columbia City offensive foray here. Josh Eberle around the key right high. And Deckman down low, inside position. Richmond off the mark. Oh, my.
Man.
He was
one more dribble over.
Kind of impeded. And we go back the other way. As Lacrosse with it. Check that. 3, short. No good by Peyton Reinhardt. Here come the Eagles. Deckman lead pass to Eberle in tight quarters. Back to Deckman. And Richmond passes to Deckman to St. John on the left side. St. John around one, lost the handle. And it's going to stay Columbia City's ball as it cascades into the bleachers. Pretty robust start for a minute, no scoring.
Need a bucket here.
Yeah, let's break the ice first. A minute gone in this one. Andrew Thompson, Brandon Marshall here with you. Jordan Gloss at the station tonight. Thanks, everybody, for listening. You can check in with us on the Facebook, or if you got my phone number. Eberle to the bucket, puts it up. No, but he draws a Blackhawk Christian foul on Kyler Wood. Nice cut to the basket by Eberle. Had inside position. We got Wyatt Warner on stats tonight. The whole crew's down here tonight. As we're tight and right in almost like the penalty box. As Eberle hits the first free throw. 1-0 Columbia City. 1:08 gone first quarter here from Fort Wayne. No, Eberle short and wide right. Coach's kids rarely miss, but holy crow. 1-0 Eagles. We go back with Reinhardt to Sefton. Sefton shakes and bakes, flips it off now to O'Neill. They spin it into the paint, lost the handle, and in the corner ended up with his Reinhardt. He loads up a 3. That's off the mark. Oh, and Marshall had it. Oh, and a block by Marshall. Holy smokes. Eberle with the loose ball to St. John into the corner to Deckman. St. John gets blocked. Richmond hustles for the loose ball. Saves it to Marshall. 1-0 Eagles. 1:45 gone. Here's Marshall up top. He's going to spin, make his move. A little strong. And Sefton clears for Blackhawk, throws it into the corner to Lacrosse. Lacrosse spins on Marshall to the bucket. No contact or incidental contact. We go the other way. St. John with it into the corner to Deckman. Fakes the three. Now he'll drive. Kicks it out. Here's an Owen Marshall three. Oh, off the mark. Rebound, Richmond, and Everly converge on it. Everly gets knocked down to the seat of his pants. Jump ball, possession, Eagles. There's a lot of action here.
It's going to be a battle all night long.
And, you know, they're letting them play.
They are. I like those games.
All right, it's your type of game, Coach Marshall. So Columbia City ball down here to our left. Not much room on the ends here, or the sides for that matter. Deckman to throw it in. To a cutting Richmond, puts it up. No good, and they're going to call a late foul.
He was just waiting to see if he made it.
Bryce Lacrosse picks it up. He's going to draw the ire of Coach Roth. Schaus up off the bench. Talking to Owen Marshall, and 5:44 to go in the first. It's 1-0 Eagles. Landon Richmond to the free throw line for the Maroon and Gold. And back iron no good. It's a little bit of a rusty start here tonight for the Eagles.
Yeah, usually we're pretty decent free throw shooters.
And we're 1 for 2. We'll see if Richmond, or 1 for 3, Richmond can make it 2 of 4, and that rattles in. 2-0 Columbia City. 5:43 to go in the first. Here comes Blackhawk. And the Hiskets are listening tonight. Welcome to the broadcast. Sefton flips it off in the corner deep over there as Kyler Wood to O'Neal. Now up top, Reinhardt. Reinhardt high right. So it works against St. John. Loads up a three. That's off the mark. Richmond skies for the rebound. Flips to a cutting Marshall across the midcourt stripe. He'll settle it down on the right side. Richmond will hand to St. John. He lost the handle. Got it back. And it's a little helter-skelter right now. Down to the baseline now is Owen Marshall. He spins. Still has the dribble. Fade away. He's got it off the mark. No good. Tapped out by Deckman. Everly fakes. Everly back to Richmond. They get a little space. St. John cut off. And we're 3 minutes in. A 2-0 ball game. St. John. Everybody's just a tad jumpy, doesn't it?
Well, it's the atmosphere, kind of like a sectional game here. You know, it's a big game. It just kind of feels that way.
And down low, Richmond spins. Oh, he missed a bunny. Holy crow. Okay, we're back after some phone glitches there with the signals. It's 15-2 as Columbia City is absolutely erupted with a minute to go in the first. As they got Blackhawk Christian off the mark, they shoot a three, they miss another one. Why, nothing's dropping for them, Coach.
Yeah, we'll take it, though.
Yep. Eberle back. Eagles moving the ball well. Here's Marshall across the paint. Turns, fires off the mark. He wanted a foul. He's not going to get it.
Well,
stolen by Deckman. Ahead for Marshall. Over for Richmond. Scores!
good unselfish basketball.
Yep. Hit the cutter. 17-12. The Eagle fans behind us are roaring their approval. Ooh, he got away with a little shuffle there. And a foul on Columbia City underneath.
17-2.
Wow.
19 seconds to go.
11th ranked team in 3A and the 6th ranked team. Columbia City the upper hand on that.
They're 16, we're 11.
Oh, 16-11.
Yeah.
I took us all up.
Yep.
Okay.
I got you. That's what I'm here for.
That's right. Marshall's he's done his homework. I haven't. All right. Well, Sefton makes a free throw. Ian St. John back into the Columbia City lineup. It's 17-3. And pretty much a packed house here.
Yeah, it's full.
A few seats over there in the student section, but over here, Columbia City travels well, and they made their gate tonight for sure. Sefton back iron, and coach is giving another rare miss from the charity stripe. Yeah. That's rare. All right, well, here we go. Columbia City with 12 seconds. St. John brings it to the timeline. Deckman sets a high screen, creates interference, throws to Marshall around the key right. He spins back left. St. John tries to sidestep a man, jump past to Deckman, sidesteps a man, loads up a three, off the mark, buzzer. All right.
That would have been a big one there.
Yep. I tell you, if Deckman ever finds that shot, he's struggled a little bit.
So far this season,
he finds that shot, we're going to be even more
be super dangerous.
Difficult to beat. Well, we'll give you a couple underwriters here before some analysis. EduStaff, schools in your local community are experiencing a shortage of substitute teachers in local classrooms. EduStaff is seeking candidates for employment. Within partnering schools, more information can be found at edustaff.org. Also, Move Over Ice Cream, the dangerous unicorn explosion, strawberry shake, all top of whipped cream sprinkles, strawberries, Oreo cookie, and cone stuffing. That sounds like that's on our diet, Coach.
Yeah.
Move Over offers handmade desserts and scratch. They're a plant-based ice cream shop for those with a sensitivity to dairy, food allergies, or taking a more healthy approach. That probably wouldn't be you and I, but soft serve and gluten-free. Move Over is now located in Fort Wayne. We'll have to get a little better location on that. Well, Coach, into one, Columbia City, it was, we were 3 minutes, 4 minutes in, really not many points.
No. And then we erupted. We start finding Landon down low. Landon's got 9, So once we can start getting that going, they're missing shots. We're getting rebounds. So we're holding them to one and done. And it's exactly what you want to do against a team like this. So, again, our defense for the third game in a row now is looking really good.
It's becoming our trademark here.
Yes. That's how you win ball games.
Defense wins championships.
That's right.
That's what they always say. All right, underway, quarter 2. Glad you're with us on WJHS. Blackhawk with the possession to begin it and spinning up top. And now up top it's Lacrosse down into the corner around 1. Tried to get around 2, but they get the easy putback on the back door. Briggs Pardon on the back door, puts it in for a layup. 17-5. Eagles, 25 seconds gone here in the second. Camden Clausen's checked into the ball game for Columbia City. Richmond up top. Marshall on the left side. St. John takes over top of the key. Now Marshall high right. Interior feed. Richmond lost the handle. And we go the other way. Stolen. Here's Knox. And he gets it off now to Lacrosse. Lacrosse tries to work against Richmond. And back up top now at the free throw line. Extended Pardon. How did he not travel? But at any rate, we impeded the shot enough. He missed it. And long pass into the corner, saved by Clausen. Up the wing now, St. John. Not much room here. St. John's going to draw a personal foul on Riker Knox. Boy, some fast ball movement by both teams.
Yeah, it has been. Now 11's face guard Owen. It seems to be the game plan for when you play Columbia City is face guard Owen, which Ian and Landon are just going to work. this season.
And Landon Bell! He makes the runner in the lane. He draws a Blackhawk foul. The basket will count. 19-5 Eagles. And Bryce Lacrosse picks up his second personal foul. 1:05 gone in the second. We get a cool breeze in here. They open the door somewhere. Oh, my. Landon Richmond misses a free throw. So 19-5 Eagles. Let us know if you're listening tonight. Some of you probably let me know we were off there with the phone glitch there momentarily. And Trina Vandersall checking in. They go to the bucket. Miss a layup on a reverse. Rebound cleared by Deckman. Great defense again. And he flips to Richmond into the right corner. Clausen comes up the wing across the paint and gives to St. John. He shakes and bakes, wheels and deals. Gives it to a cutting Deckman. Left elbow extended. Back to St. John on the wing. Down low Richmond. And going for backdoor. He stumbles over his man and scores. Easy layup. Trainer Vandersall says we sound great.
Oh, fantastic.
Andrew Parker checking into the broadcast. And no good again. Boy, they cannot hit anything. And St. John back. St. John up top. Down low for Richmond. Clausen fakes now to St. John up top. Wide right now. Marshall, a little loaded up for the parking lot. Ooh, a little long. And spin. Look out, they got numbers. But they go all the way in. Layup, they missed the bottom. They hit the bottom of the rim. Nice D by Richmond. St. John back into the front court to a cutting Marshall. And turns, fires, just off the mark.
Good move.
Yeah. 5.5 to go in the second. 21-5 Eagles here on the east side of Fort Wayne tonight. Blackhawk Christian High School. Here's Lacrosse spinning at the free throw line. Backed off the play. Wide on the right side, Wood. Wood down on the cross on the baseline. He's watched closely by Clausen. Backs in. Backs him down. Fade away. That's long. Loose ball comes back to Briggs Parton out in the corner of three. That's an air ball, but that's off of, I guess off of Blackhawk Christian. Reinhardt and O'Neill check back in for Blackhawk. Their shooting percentage has got to be.
Well, that's what they're known for. Usually they're a great three-point shooting team, and when you sit out there and live and die by it, sometimes you live and sometimes you die, right?
All right, Tommy Rentschler on board tonight. Kristen, welcome to the broadcast. My old broadcast partner who got me into this. Deckman. St. John, top of the key, drives and gets it swatted, gets ambushed into the mat down there. And here we go. Sefton on the run, out of control, throws it up. No, but whistle and a Columbia City foul on Marshall. There wasn't much there, but Coach Schaus up off the bench momentarily to complain a bit. Oh, Jackson's on board tonight, my favorite co-host.
Hey, Jackson. You did a great job Saturday.
All right. Mr. Glazza, of course. And free throw good by Sefton. Hamburgie checking in on the way home. Jonathan and Cincy and company. They were here for the freshman game earlier. WJHS and Eagle Nation flying high tonight. Eberle for Clausen into the Columbia City lineup. A 21-6 Columbia City lead, 4:36 to go first half. And yet another Sefton here at Blackhawk Christian. Drake, the sophomore, fires the free throw, got it, 21-7. This one's had a nice, crisp pace to it.
Yes.
A lot of action. Away from the ball, too.
Yes.
So Deckman wide right. Richmond looks in from the arc. Finds Eberle further down the wing. Eberle had a three earlier. Down to Richmond on the baseline. Nice spin move. Puts it up. No. They calling for steps?
Called him out of bounds.
Oh, he hit the inline. Okay. Oh, what a great spin move. Between him and Owen, the first moves they make are just amazing.
It's quick.
Yeah, that's quick. And leave me in the blender thing. What's that they say when you lose your defender? So, Sefton up top, O'Neill. Now cutting to the bucket, Lacrosse. He's into the corner. Deckman all over him. Now Sefton's got it. Sefton elevates, fires. He's long, air ball. And Eberle clears to St. John. He comes into the front court for Columbia City. 3:50 to go first quarter. Columbia City by a couple of touchdowns and 2 extra points. Deckman up top, St. John high right. And Eberle out of the corner he comes. Bounce pass to Richmond, top of the key. What's he going to do? Looking around. Richmond on the left side to Eberle. Down to the baseline. Here's Marshall. Marshall going to work against Sefton. Backing in. And Marshall spins. Doesn't have anything. Back out to Richmond. Good patient basketball there. St. John directs traffic out top. High screen set by Richmond. St. John over to Eberle. 3:15 now for the half. 21-7 Eagles. Richmond in the baseline corner right side looking around. And now Marshall way out on the right wing. And Marshall puts it on the floor. Now St. John. Oh my, from the parking lot. Oh my. St. John off the mark. Holy Toledo. Didn't even get rim. All right, into the corner they spin. They lose the handle, but now Sefton's got it in the corner. And across. Now it's Lacrosse. Lacrosse into the paint. Bumped off the play. Turns, fires, no good. Loose ball off the Sefton. Here comes St. John. St. John, left side high. Bounce fan low. Richmond scores! What a look by St. John. Richmond to finish. Timeout, Eagles. Whoa, threaded the needle, Coach Marshall.
Great pass by Ian.
And Richmond, perfect timing. Jim Bayman listening in Columbia City tonight. Haven't heard from Jim Bayman for a while. Yes, I'm aware of that. Thanks for the info. So plenty of Eagle Nation checking in. Maybe Coach Marshall's got a couple check-ins. Nope, not yet. Larry Reed, my former math teacher, of course. He's stalwart here and listening to the broadcast. So, a couple more underwriters tonight. Flowtech Plumbing and Heating. For emergencies, Flowtech is open 24 hours. They offer heating, cooling, plumbing for residential, commercial, industrial. 0% financing available. More information can be found at flowtechpnh.com. They can be reached by phone 260-248-2021. Also, Bart's Car Store. There's a selection of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Bart's Car Store offers test drives, cash your trade-ins, and financing options. Bart's Car Store serving Columbia City, Whitley County, and Fort Wayne. And timeout underwriter, which I missed, was Myers Hockmeyer McNagny LLP, located across the post office in downtown Columbia City. 260-248-2224 and on the web at whitleylaw.com. Want to find Columbia City grads at Myers Hockmeyer McNagny. And here come the Braves with 2.5 to go. Long ago, they were in the old one-class tournament at Columbia City. And they spin to the bucket, throw it out in the corner. Lacrosse with it. He makes the move across the paint, jump pass out to Knox. Knox high left being pestered by the pesky Ian St. John. Down in the corner now. And over there they drive as it's Reinhardt. Lost the handle. Nice job by Richmond. Here's a Sefton three. In and out, no good. Rebound Richmond. Here comes Deckman. They're getting a little frustrated.
Yeah.
Now Richmond, look out, spin, score! Good morning, good afternoon, and good night on that one. As Rodney Tripconi checks in. And they go to the bucket, no further play, foul. Oh, he's going to count that? Wow. Well, basket counts. That was kind of interesting. Riker Knox gets the, as Lacrosse got the field goal.
Well, I just think if you're going to let them play basketball, then let them play basketball.
I mean, that's
right. Like you've done a great job the entire game, and then the last two calls have been pretty iffy calls.
Free throw good. 3-point play for Lacrosse as Coach Schaus was in the ear. Referee Jake Linder a bit. Is that St. John's third foul? Or did I misread that? The second. And maybe Marshall the bucket scores in the paint. 27-10. Back comes Lacrosse. Lacrosse into the paint, works against Clausen. Clausen steals the quick hands of Clausen. Here's Marshall. Marshall in the backcourt being badgered by Lacrosse. He'll walk it across the midcourt stripe with 1:10 to go in the half. 27-10 Eagles. Lacrosse with it. Or check that. St. John. St. John down on the wing now. Clausen. Deckman comes up top. Richmond down on the high left wing. Further down the wing. Marshall back to St. John. Deckman top of the key. What's he going to do? A nice look. Score! Richmond on the back door. Got around Sefton. Boy, excellent ball moving. You lull him to sleep, and you got him.
Here we go. Now it's getting loud.
29-10. The Eagle faithful behind us in this rather small gym are on their feet. And here's Reinhardt. Reinhardt, one of their leading scorers. And now Knox. Up top, 30 seconds. They hand to O'Neal. Back to corner, wide open three. That rims it out, no good. Sefton got the loose ball. Puts it up, scores on the reverse. So they get off the Schneid, 29-12. So Columbia City with 12 seconds. They will play for one. Coach Schaus calling the play.
What's he doing?
And up top, we're going to have to make a move. And Richmond around one. Turns, fires, scores. Basket counts. Foul on Sefton at the buzzer. 31-12. And Richmond will shoot one. And the Columbia City faithful, you can hear them in the background. No shouts from the Peanut Gallery tonight. They're happy. So Richmond is 2 of 4 at the stripe. Tries to complete the three-point play as we go to the intermission. And back iron, no good. So a struggle from the line. If anything's gone wrong for the Eagles, it's been the charity stripe.
Absolutely.
Other than that,
yeah.
What a half. 31-12 Eagles. Coach Warner's got some stats beside us. Wow, Coach. That half had a little bit of everything, and he let him play, except a couple little tiddly ones there at the end. But not bad basketball. The Eagles patient for the most part, move the ball well, and take it to the house here.
They do, and I knew the guys would lock in. Again, this goes back to kind of like the Carroll game too. Once somebody says that they're going to beat our guys, and those guys see it, it's just something different about this group, right? That they're competitors, and anytime you pick against us, they want to prove everybody wrong. Really good half for Landon, really good guard play to get Landon the basketball down low. Landon ends with 21 points. This is a really good game for Ian St. John to play in. It's high pressure. It's kind of feels like a big stakes game, kind of like a sectional environment for a little bit. And you can see Ian struggle a little bit. He looked like a sophomore out there, and he made some mistakes. And he shot the first three that I've seen this season that didn't touch the rim.
Yeah.
Forced a couple shots mid-range, forced something down low. We saw Trey Deckman getting his ear a little bit about it. And then, here's the deal. We got guys that can score the ball. And once Trey got in Ian's ear, then Ian started being point guard and finding the cutters and finding Landon down low. And that's exactly what we need out of Ian St. John's. The shot's not going, be a point guard, get Landon the ball, get the guys the ball down low, and we'll be just fine.
All right, well, halftime. Glad you're hanging with us. Had a few signal glitches there early on. Thanks for sticking with us. Jordan Glaus at the station tonight, running the show. We thank him. And got an old junior game going on right now. Warner will have some stats for us momentarily. In the meantime, we'll tell you that Flowtech Plumbing and Heating is a underwriter tonight. They're open 24 hours. They offer heating, cooling, and plumbing for residential, commercial, industrial, 0% financing available. More information can be found at flowtechpnh.com. They can be reached by phone 248-2021. Bart's Car Store, selection of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Bart's Car Store offers test drives, cash for trade-ins, and financing options. Bart's Car Store serving Columbia City, Whitley County, and Fort Wayne. And Warner's going to trust me to handle this laptop computer here. This could be ugly. All right. So Ian St. John has no points, did pick up an assist. He was 0 of 3 from the field. Owen Marshall, 2 of 9. 7 rebounds, 4 points, 1 assist, 1 steal for Owen Marshall. Josh Eberle, 1 of 1. It was a 3-point goal. 3 rebounds for Eberle. And the 3 points. Check that, 4 points. He was 1 of 2 at the charity stripe. Landon Richmond, 10 of 12 from the field. 1 of 4 from the charity stripe. 5 rebounds, 21 points for Landon. Trey Deckman, 1 of 2. He has 2 points. He picked up 6 boards and 2 assists. Camden Clausen, some great defense while he was in there, did pick up a steal. Columbia City for the half, 14 of 27 from the floor. That's 80%. Oh, no, wait a minute. That's not right, is it? Or am I losing my bearings here? 51. 14 of 27.
Yeah, 51. Almost
51.
52, yeah.
52, okay. 3-point shooting, 1 of 6, 16%. Free throws, 2 of 6. So a couple things there, but when we've been getting it done inside, I guess that's, kind of a little bit of a moot point. For Blackhawk Christian, Peyton Reinhardt, 0 of 4 from the floor. Nothing doing otherwise. Did pick up a rebound. Kyler Wood, 0 of 1, did pick up 2 rebounds. Bryce Lacrosse, 2 of 10, and 1 of 1 from the charity stripe. He had 5. And a steal. Jaden O'Neal, 0 of 2. Nothing doing otherwise. Drake Sefton, 1 of 7 from the floor. 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 8 rebounds, 5 points for Drake Sefton. Riker Knox, 0 of 1 from the floor. He has 0. Did pick up, or no, he didn't. Did pick up 2 rebounds, I'm sorry. For Knox, Briggs Pardon, 1 of 3 from the floor. Couple of rebounds, 2 points. They shoot 4 of 28 from the floor, 14% for the half. And 0 of 11 beyond the arc, and you brought up their 3-point shooting. That is a surprise, especially in their own building. And they're 4 or 5 at the free throw line.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think that this second half, I mean, they've got some really wide open looks, so I'm sure Shout's going to make those adjustments to make sure they don't get those looks, because they do shoot it really well. May not have shown in the first half, but those shots start going, and 19 points isn't enough against a team that can just absolute light it up from out there.
Right.
And it's not just one guy, it's several guys that can do it. So, we just got to make sure that we have hands in the face, that we're able to rotate off and be able to get, especially in Lacrosse's face. We got to make sure we got a hand in there. So we'll see what happens the second half.
And our defense, again, causing a lot of havoc for them.
Yeah, it started in that Carroll game, and it's just continued in every game. It just gets better. Every game it just keeps getting better. So and this is what you want. You want to play games like this, see where you're at, and then make those adjustments through practices coming up. You got after tonight, we got some tough matches at Huntington for that holiday tournament. Mishawaka Marion, and that's a really good basketball team, and so the schedule's not light.
No. I see 2 turnovers apiece according to these stats. I don't know what you had, but
seemed like that first 3 minutes that there was quite a few.
Yeah, well, he was still kind of getting some things set up maybe too.
Yeah.
So, as let's see, biggest lead, 19 points for C-City. And they have not had the lead. Best scoring run, 13 points by the Eagles. Time with lead, 14 minutes, 52 seconds. And, points for turnovers, Columbia City 4, Blackhawks 0. Points in the paint, we dominated 26-8. Second chance points 4-1 in favor of the Braves. Fast break points 3-2 in favor of Blackhawk. 17 in the first for the Eagles, 14 in the second for 31. Blackhawk 3 in the first, 9 in the second for 12. And that's kind of where we're at. Wyatt Warner on stats. Looks like he's giving them credit for 1,100 fans here. Coach Warner, is that what their gym capacity says on John Harrell, or you're guessing? So, wow.
Well, I do expect no let-up from our boys in the second half.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're going to play just as hard as they did in that first half. And, we're just hard to guard. We have really good guard play that we're able to get landing the ball down low, and people have to worry about Owen and Josh and Camden and, where's Ian at? And then you got to worry about Trey. And then, they get caught up in that. We're able to get mismatches for Landon or get Landon in the post, get him those post touches where his moves are they're just quick and good, and he's able to score. I love it. It's fun to watch right now.
Yeah, we'll see where we go here in the second half. Both teams back out on the floor. 31-12 Eagles trying to go 6-0. Is it 6-0 or 7-0? 6, yeah. Of course, we didn't have the Warsaw game. That's now January 17th. Really surprised to see Warsaw lose a couple.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I didn't see any of the games, so you never know if you know, that influenza going around, and maybe they had some sick kids, or who knows? Could have been anything. And it's basketball. It's boys basketball.
Yep.
You know, any given night it could just go south for you. So,
of course, they're moved up to 3A on the success factor. They were in the Final Four in 2024. Were they there a year ago?
No, they got beat.
No, that's right. They were 2A state champions in 21. In 23, they were champions. They've got just a plethora of banners around here. Volleyball and state champs and so on and so forth. So back to the original starters for Columbia City: St. John, Deckman, Marshall, Richmond, Eberle. And I think they counter with starters too.
No, Briggs Pardon's in.
Briggs Pardon, okay. So Pardon, Reinhardt, Sefton, Lacrosse. And who's the other one I'm missing here? Can't get the guy on the far side. Who is that? Oh,
11.
Tyler Wood. That's the other starter. So there goes the buzzer. The rather packed crowd settling back in.
Two-three zone for Blackhawk. Nope, they're going man.
All right. Underway. There's a breeze in here. That feels good. Somebody opened the doors again. Richmond to work down low. His pass tipped away and stolen by Blackhawk. Here they come. Briggs Pardon. Up top, Sefton. Oh, almost stolen by Richmond. Pardon gets loose. Scores. Layup. Pardon looks more like a football player, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Big boy. St. John cross court. Marshall rescues an errant pass. Gets it across the timeline. Deckman into the corner. Eberle flips to St. John. He's bodied off the play. Lost the handle. And we go the other way. So there's two Columbia City turnovers. 50 seconds gone here. Third quarter. And Sefton up top. 31-14 our score. Dumps it out top. Across the key is Wood. Lacrosse penetrates. Somehow didn't travel, but they go in. And they have a man loose back door. And St. John shuts that down. And Richmond clears as the shot missed the rim. So St. John pesky enough to knock the bigger man off the play. So Deckman out of the left wing corner up top, Eberle.
2-3.
And into the corner, St. John with it. Back to Eberle. Eberle lost the handle. He's on the hot seat. And gets it out of harm's way up top now, Marshall. 31-14, 6:20 to go third quarter. Eagles yet to dent the scoring column, although Eberle puts it up. That's no good. Richmond clears. There's a St. John three. That rims out. And Sefton almost had it stolen by Eberle. Here they go, and all the way in. They got a man to the bucket, reverse layup. They score. Peyton Reinhardt, 31-16. Marshall, they're going to the trap. Marshall knocked down. There's going to be a foul on Briggs Pardon. So Pardon picks up his first ball out of bounds. So they're going to the press here.
Yep. Smart. I mean, you're down 19.
Yep. And we got numbers if we hustle. Eberle to the bucket. And he gets it stripped from behind. Deckman gets the loose ball. Boy, I thought we had a sure two there.
So did I.
Deckman in the corner, but credit to the defense of Blackhawk to get back. Left side out of the corner, Marshall. Here's Richmond in the paint. One hand. Got the roll from 10 feet. So we get her going here in the second half. 33-16. Pardon back for the Braves of Blackhawk Christian. Sefton up top, flips to Lacrosse. High left, works against Eberle. Out on the arc, and Sefton pump fakes the three, drives. Ran out of real estate, cut off by Deckman, and they go across. Right side high, Reinhardt backed off the play. 5:10 to go, third quarter, 33-16, Columbia City. And Sefton fakes the three, but goes to the bucket, scores! Quick first step.
Trey's got to stay on his feet there.
So 33-18, and we get it in. We've cleared it again and broke the press rather easily. And Eberle on the hot seat gets it off to St. John way up top of 4:50 to go in the third. Here's Eberle right side, being watched closely by Reinhardt. Tried to throw it in the middle. That's stolen. Briggs pardon, and St. John's going to commit a foul on the floor. And so an Eagle turnover. And the foul's going to be on the floor. Well, I don't say he was shooting. Was he real? I didn't think he was shooting. Other than call that on the floor, but
Maybe they got it when he went up.
33-18. Coach shouting a few instructions. Free throw good by Pardon. Makes it 33-19. So the Braves a little bit of a surge here.
Yep.
What, 7-2 out of the gate here?
Yes, 7-2.
And that one no good. Rebound cleared by Richmond. Both teams have struggled a little bit tonight. And down low, Richmond turns, fires, and like dropping pennies in the ocean. Holy crow, 25 for Richmond. And here's Pardon back, 35-19 Eagles. 4:20 to go, third quarter. Glad you're with us on WJHS. Sefton lost the handle. Wants a foul, not going to get it. And look out, they got a man to the bucket. Slapped away by Deckman, out of bounds.
Not in his house.
There's Reinhardt. Got an alley to the bucket, but Deckman said no.
You heard Owen yell, give Landon the basketball. So
yep.
I think you're going to see a lot of post touches.
Marshall collides his man, steals. Marshall 1-on-2.
Nope.
And he's going to go around one, and he's going to be fouled. Would have been a good 2 minutes for tripping in hockey. That was
Set him in the box.
It's a nice, we feel like we're in the penalty box
we
here.
do.
We're kind of tight here. 35-19, ball out of bounds. The foul goes against Kyler Wood. It's second. And they fire three out of the corner. St. John, no good. And here comes Sefton. Under 4 to go, third quarter. 35-19 Eagles, trying to go 6-0 on the season. And down low, Lacrosse lost hand. Nice job by Richmond to body him up. Now back out top, it's Reinhardt. He makes the move. Around one, around two, scores. So Reinhardt all of a sudden starting to find his way underneath. And it's 35-21. St. John in the backcourt dumps it quickly to Richmond. Lead pass, Deckman. Right side, hits a cutter. Here's Richmond. Floater scores! You can't stop that.
Just keep feeding the guy. Feed the beast.
Feed the beast, says Coach Marshall. 37-21. Score! Three-point goal! Bryce Lacrosse. And Clausen to Deckman. Has a block from behind. Holy smokes.
Lost the handle.
Did he?
Yeah.
And Lacrosse back. Lacrosse right side. Badgered by St. John up the wing now. Reinhardt. 2:45 to go third quarter. 37. Foul on the floor on Deckman.
Yeah.
So a pushing foul on Deckman. His first, team second. And ball out of bounds to the Braves down here to our left. Reinhardt fakes, drives. How did he not? A little bit of steps. That's off Blackhawk Christian, out of bounds.
Enter the game for the Braves with number 10, Riker Knox.
Riker Knox back into the ball game. So they got the press on again. And long lead pass, Deckman. Cutter Richmond sends it out. Here's a Clausen three. That's off the mark point. Nobody said, oh, ricochet, and it goes right to Richmond. Scores the layup. 29 for Richmond. As the long ones are not dropping. Sefton up top. Sends it off left side now, Wood. Back up top now for Reinhardt. Reinhardt into the corner. Loose on the baseline. Blocked by Richmond. They're going to call a foul. Richmond goes down hard. And so does his man, Knox. No, Deckman gets the foul. Some of the natives getting a little restless here.
Yeah.
Sounds from the peanut gallery. So Deckman second, team's third on Columbia City. 2:06 to go into the
This is WJHS.
You had me at meat tornado.
But anyways, let's continue.
Broadcasting from
We get high in backseats of cars. We break into mobile homes. We go to sleep to shake up here. Never wake up on our own. That's the way we get by. So way we get by. Oh, that's the way we get by. So way we get by. We go out in stormy weather. We rarely practice discern. We make love to some weird sin. We seek out the taciturn. That's the way we get by. So way we get by. Oh, that's the way we get by. So way we get by. That's the way we get by. So way we get by. So way. That's the way we get by. That's the way we get by. We found a new kind of dance in a magazine. Try it out, it's like nothing you ever seen. You sweet talk like a cop, you know it. You bought a new bag of pops, so let's make a new start. And that's the way to my heart, so way to my heart. That's the way we get by, so way we get by. That's the way we get by, so way we get by, so way. That's the way we get by. That's the way we get by. We get high in backseats of cars. We put faith in our concerns. Fall in love to down on the street. We believe in the sum of ourselves. I said that's the way we get by. So way we get by. Oh, that's the way we get by. So way we get by. That's the way we get by. So way we get by. So way. That's the way we get by. That's the way we get by. Swollen skies, look for anchors, look for ties. Sharp sounds swim around, soak into the brittle ground. Been so many days held inside this body. Been so many days, there's nothing to do.
All right, I think we're back. Let me know if we're back, Mr. Glaza. 43 seconds to go third quarter. Thanks to Wyatt there for remedying that real quick. 43-29, 35 seconds. Eagles with possession. Deckman to Richmond up top. Richmond sends it off Clausen. 30 seconds. Eagles playing for one. Marshall left side being chased by Sefton. Thank you, Mr. Glaza. And back up top now, Richmond with 20 seconds. Eagles leading by 14, playing for one here at the end of the third. Freshmen and JV have already won for Columbia City tonight. St. John up top, 5 count on. Moves it to Clausen. Clausen gets ambushed, no further play here. What happened to the broadcast? Cell signals went out. So there's a lot of people in this building. Who knows these cell signals in this? We've gone out 2 or 3 times. Richmond with the bucket. Bingo! 45-29. He's got 33 on the evening. Long one. Off the mark at the buzzer. So we lead it by 16 going to the final quarter. Columbia City in charge here. So more of your underwriters here tonight. Move over ice cream, their dangerous unicorn explosion, strawberry shake, all topped with whipped cream, sprinkled strawberries, Oreo cookie and cone stuffing. They offer handmade desserts and scratch. Move over is a plant-based ice cream shop for those with a sensitivity to dairy, food allergies, or taking a more healthy approach. Move over offers family sundaes, soft serve, and gluten-free, nut-free, and sugar-free desserts that pair with ice cream. They're located in Fort Wayne now. Also, VFW Post 5582 in their events, open to the public, friends, families, and vets alike. They host bingo on Sunday starting at 1:30. They also host a fish fry on the first and third Saturday of the month. Check that first and third Friday of the month. For more information, members of the public can reach the VFW on Facebook, by phone 260-244-4813, or by finding the VFW in Columbia City, 415 East Chicago Street. So Andrew Thompson, Brandon Marshall ready to take you home on this one. Coach, pretty good quarter there, a little sluggish to start, but we managed to stem the tide and kind of keep it up to par.
Seems pretty simple right now. Continue playing the defense that you're playing, get Lane and Richmond the basketball. It's kind of been the game plan, since late in the first quarter, and I don't think we change anything here.
All right, you heard it from Coach Marshall. 33 for Richmond. Wow. Well, Blackhawk Christian with the second half possession, or the fourth quarter possession. Let's try to get the right quarter here. Lacrosse with it. Down on the wing now for Reinhardt. Reinhardt loose on the baseline, puts it up, no, but a whistle on St. John. So Ian's going to pick up second personal foul. Yep. Team's first. 11 seconds gone here, fourth quarter, from Blackhawk Christian High School, way out on the east side of Fort Wayne. This team's had a couple good battles here the last couple of years, and free throw no good by Reinhardt. Boy, the free throws have just been unexpectedly, tough for both teams. And that one's good. 45-30. They get it into St. John. He's badgered back there by Reinhardt. He works against Reinhardt, coming to the timeline. St. John's across, and he's going to be fouled by Reinhardt. Some of the Blackhawk fans start to get a little upset. So we get it into St. John, 7:38 to go. That was Reinhardt's first, team's first. Down on the wing, here's Richmond, going to work against Sefton. Richmond flips it back to St. John. 35 seconds gone, fourth quarter. Up top now, Marshall dumps it to St. John. That's knocked away. And we go the other way, and they miss it. Put back, no. And they're going to call Richmond, I think, out of a scramble. 2 shots for Blackhawk. Like he was shooting, but, well, I guess he was. Couple of attempts, couple attempted blocks, some flybys, and Clausen out, Eberle in. 7:11 to go in the ball game. 45-30 Columbia City. Trying to stay undefeated. Again, freshman and JV won earlier for C-City. Sefton no good. A free throw again.
This is insane.
And coaches' kids don't miss free throws.
No. Not typically.
Not typically. This is uncharacteristic. So Sefton, another one. Got that one. Everybody seems to make the second.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. 45-31. Marshall in the backcourt for Columbia City. He'll dribble up against Bryce Lacrosse. Marshall weasels across the timeline. Now up top with the dribble. Up top, Richmond almost stolen. They sent a guy flying. We're going to have a jump ball eventually. No, Richmond's got it. Jump ball, possession Eagles. Great hustle by both teams.
Yep.
Been a rough one, too. Very physical. Yep. So we're going to check perspiration on the floor. I guess we're good to go. 6:54 to go in the ball game. 45-31. They dump it to St. John in the backcourt for Columbia City. He works it across against Reinhardt. Better be careful here. Eberle's got it up top. He's bodied by his man. Deckman's got it. Now high left, it's Richmond. Down on the wing now Marshall. A minute 20 going. Fourth quarter, Eagles by 14. Up top, here's Deckman. And they dump it down to Richmond. Richmond against Sefton. Richmond goes to work. Oh, the hook no good this time and knocked out. They call Eberle? Oh, Richmond.
He's allowed to, isn't he allowed to tip the ball back?
I would think, but apparently contact ensued. Richmond second, team foul 3. 45-31, we go the other way. 6:20 to go, wide right. Lacrosse up top, spins. Flips it out on the wing, Reinhardt. Reinhardt to the elbow. And Sefton fakes the 3. Now back to Reinhardt. The pesky St. John on him. And there's a step back 3. And that's off the mark, no good. Rebound Sky by Richmond. To Marshall, he sails into the front court up the left side. Up top to Richmond. Sefton tried to pick it, couldn't do the job. And Richmond had it knocked away by Sefton. Marshall picks it up back to St. John. Oh my, Pep fakes a 3. Now Marshall across the paint. Deckman fakes the 3. If any, and Eberle out of the right corner. If anything, we're milking some clock. And a couple of bodies hit the floor. Breakaway for Sefton. And no good as Marshall hit him. And kind of an interesting play down here in the corner, but so Marshall picks up his third, team's fourth. It's been a tough go here in the second half.
Yeah, it's
and you knew they were gonna, amp it up.
Yeah.
You don't go down by 19 in your own building and then not. Oh my goodness! Sefton missed.
I think they've got a little bit of help out there. There's been some officiating calls that are not consistent, but
yeah,
nonetheless, they're playing hard.
45-31, and Sefton missed another free throw.
It's mind-boggling to me.
5:28 to go, and he's got the second. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 45-32. Eagles need to get it going a bit here offensively. Here's Marshall in the backcourt being badgered by Lacrosse. Marshall gets it across. Spins. And no 5 count yet. Marshall gets loose, spins. Across the paint, throws to Clausen a 3. That's off the mark. Boy, we just cannot buy a 3 here, can we?
No.
And all the way in they go. Pardon, layup, score. Let a couple men sail by him and put it in. 45-34 to lead down to 11. Clausen in the backcourt. Flips to Eberle. To Deckman. Deckman gets ambushed on the play. No further play. Foul on Pardon and a Bronx cheer from the Columbia City faithful.
Wow, that's the first foul he's called for us.
Oh, that particular official?
Yeah.
In the backcourt, Marshall dumps to Eberle. He's got plenty of room into the front court. 4:44 to go in the ball game. Eagles by 11. And again, the guys get a little irate down here. Down low, here's Richmond. Richmond puts it left hand, scores! Timeout, Eagles! 47-34, Richmond with 35. Unbelievable. Your timeout underwriter, Myers, Hockenmeyer, McNagny, LLP, located across from the post office in Columbia City. They're on the telephone at 248-2224 and on the web at whitleylaw.com. Also, Bart's Car Store, and they're Selection of trucks, vans, SUVs. They offer test drives, cash or trade-ins, and financing options available. Bart's Car Store serving Columbia City, Whitley County, and Fort Wayne. First Fleet with dedicated operations in Bluffton, Fort Wayne, Butler, and Three Rivers, Michigan. First Fleet hires industry-leading CDL Class A drivers for dedicated home nightly positions. And First Fleet is proud to support WJHS Studio and Columbia City High School. First Fleet's career and business service information can be found at firstfleetinc.com. Andrew Thompson, Brandon Marshall here at Blackhawk Christian High School, 47-34. Eagles working hard for this one.
Yeah, it's a battle. Here we go.
4.5 to go, and here comes Pardon. Pardon across the midcourt stripe for the Braves, dressed in their white and royal blue. And up top now it's Lacrosse. Lacrosse works high left, bodied by Eberle, backed off the play. Stolen down low by Deckman. As he clogged the passing lane up, we're back into the front court with Eberle. Eberle puts it on the floor, spins. Eberle to the bucket. Score! Basket counts! And a Blackhawk foul, Eberle. So another jailbreak down low.
Yeah.
49-34. Give the 2 to Eberle. He'll shoot a free throw. Wow. Foul against Lacrosse, his third. Team's third. Seems like every now and then somebody else will step up and. Oh, Eberle missed a free throw. What is going on with the free throws
I don't know.
tonight?
It's both squads, though.
Yep. So up top, 3:55 to go. 49-34 Eagles. And Briggs Pardon all the way in, out of control. They call him for steps. And Richmond took a pretty good shot.
Right in the solar plex, looks like. And you got wind knocked out of him there.
And he's going nowhere for where. Oh, stolen. And here's Sefton in the corner down low. They go to the bucket. Threw it away. Clausen. Clausen into the front court to Richmond. To a cutting Deckman layup. No. And now Deckman's hurt. Well, he's up. Block on Blackhawk. This has been a rough ball game.
It's been physical.
Gets up and shrugs it off.
He's a beast, man.
A lot of our guys are beasts.
Yeah,
they get after it.
They do.
It's a fun team to watch. Free throw, Deckman. That's no good. 49-34. Timeout. I think the Braves.
Yeah.
Timeout underwriter Myers Hockenmeyer McNagny LLP, located across the post office in downtown Columbia City. 248-2224 and on the web at whitleylaw.com. So, wow. We're still standing.
Yeah.
Taking a licking and still standing.
Yeah.
Up 15. You got to like the position you're in with 3:35 to go.
Yeah, up 15, but we've dominated this entire basketball game. You
Yeah.
know, the game as a whole, if you're listening on the radio, it's hard to see, obviously. You can only listen. So watching this game, we've dominated this entire game. It's been fun watching our guys.
Yep. And some of the patrons starting to head for the exits on the other side.
It's always a good sign for the visiting team.
Visiting team. Team fouls 4 apiece here. 3:35 to go in the ball game. Thanks to Jordan Gloss at the station tonight for running the show. Andrew Thompson, Brandon Marshall taking you home on this one. Thanks for the check-ins tonight. We've had quite a few of them. Actually, it was the Columbia City students over there. I thought they were Blackhawk students.
Yeah, those are Columbia City kids. Far right.
Some of the Columbia City faithful have infiltrated the other side. Free throw, Deckman. That goes in. That rattled in. All right. 50-34 Eagles. And Pardon picks it up. Pardon up top, backed off the play with 3.5 to go. Pardon loses the handle. He dribbled it out of bounds. Turnover, Braves. So Marshall in the backcourt with the basketball. Clock running, 3:25 to go. 50-34 Eagles. Marshall across the timeline. Picked up there by Lacrosse. 5 count on. Marshall moves it. Marshall gets hammered, no further play. Sefton, the guilty party. Nope, 5. Reinhardt. Got some hard shots taken underneath.
Yeah. If you get in there, it's like 80s NBA, man.
It's like back alley brawl. And Marshall misses a free throw. Kyler Wood comes back into the lineup for Briggs Pardon. Coach Matt Roth working his bench a little bit. 3:11 to go, 50-34 Eagles. Marshall's got talent. Everybody hits the second one, nothing to the bottom of the net, but for some reason, the first ones have gone astray tonight. And here's Sefton. Here's a 3 from the parking lot. That's going to be well off the mark. Rebound cleared by Marshall. And here's Deckman. Deckman tries to get it in and out of traffic. Gets across the timeline. Top hurt a bit. And stolen from Clausen as Reinhardt into the front court. They go to the bucket and they score. And Deckman's a little hobbled there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Marshall gets it off to Eberle. Bounce pass for Clausen. Back in the corner. Deckman loads up a 3. That rims out. Rebound, Eberle! Scores! Eberle right there. Johnny on the spot. 53-36. 2:25 to go. And another 3 up top. That's a good one by check that Lacrosse. 53-39. Lacrosse with 15. And a foul given up in the backcourt on Reinhardt. It's third. So 14-point game, 2:13 to go. Clausen will shoot. 15 foul. Here we go. Let's see if we make one. Oh, it rolled. Hey, it rimmed in.
That's not a coach's kid.
That's right. Maybe maybe the ingredient needed here. And Clausen again. He comes out in favor of St. John. 55-39, 2:13 to go. Lacrosse picks it up in the backcourt. Eberle trying to stifle him. He goes all the way to the bucket. Scores! Lacrosse again. And Marshall gets hammered. No further play. It will be a foul on Blackhawk. So 4th foul on Clausen, or no, that's Marshall, not Clausen. The Trimmers checking into the broadcast tonight. Back iron, no good. On the first free throw. There haven't been too many first free throws made. Marshall another one. 2:02 to go in the ball game. Got that one. 56-41 Eagles. And here comes Lacrosse. And throws it across. Now they go over for a 3 on the left side. That's no good by Reinhardt. Rebound Richmond clears to Eberle. And Eberle on the left side. Kyler Wood picks up his third. So the Eagles, a chance to add on here. Eberle will shoot. Hey, all right, got a first free throw. Eberle. He has 9 on the evening. And another one for Josh Eberle, one of 4 Columbia City senior starters. And he hits again, 58-41. Richmond back to bother Sefton. But now they clear and let him come unimpeded to the midcourt stripe. Wood Now here's Reinhardt being chased. And now look out, Lacrosse in the corner, throws it out. Here's a three. That's long. Knox missed it. Rebound Richmond. Their three-point percentage is for as well as they shoot three-pointers. And a foul given up in the backcourt by Reinhardt. Reinhardt's fourth. Josh Eberle back to the charity stripe for the Eagles. So the Eagles will now be off till
29th.
So that's what, Friday? No. And Eberle misses the free throw. That's a Monday, no. Timeout, Blackhawk. Now you'll just pull up the calendar here. Not sure we'll be at the tournament radio-wise. We'll have to check into
Monday, Tuesday?
Is it a Monday, Tuesday next week? And then the girls have theirs on the, second, third. At Warsaw. Boys are at Huntington for holiday tournament, so at least not too far to travel. Right in our backyard, kind of, for both the girls and the boys in these holiday events. The girls one has JV involved.
Yeah.
They have a JV portion, which is good for the JV players. It's like Kathy, our trainer, on the scene tonight, down here to our right. Trainer Vandersall with the night off. Kathy gets the honors. And I thought she was going to have some people to work on there for a while.
Yeah, man. Body's hitting the floor.
This has been a back alley brawl. Back alley brawl.
Yeah.
It's the kind of game you would have liked.
Yeah, I love these kind of games. Even as a coach, though.
Yeah,
you know?
So Eberle shoots with a minute 28 to go. And he scores 59-41 Eagles. And 1:25 to go as Reinhardt hits the timeline. And they go to the bucket, no further play, a Columbia City foul. St. John shrugs, but I think he's the guilty party. Yep. So St. John picks up his third personal foul? Or a second?
Yeah.
So Lacrosse fires the free throw and scores, so we're hitting some first free throws now.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. St. John picks up his third as I see it flashing over there. Then that one good by Lacrosse. 59-43, full court pressure. St. John chased up the floor. They knock it away from him. Loose ball. We got a scramble. And that's off of Blackhawk.
Well, that's a sophomore. He got past the basketball. Past the basketball ahead.
So eventually, after the mad scramble, it goes off of Blackhawk. 59-43 Eagles, 1:15 to go. Dumped in the backcourt to Marshall. Marshall being badgered all the way up. He gets it into the front court. Marshall. And St. John. Nice pass down low. Richmond missed the dunk. Holy crow. And they come back, knocked away by Columbia City. Ricochets to Blackhawk, three, no good. And Sefton wrestles Marshall to the ground. They miss a three in the meantime. So that didn't, wow. It was a hard shot, but after all that, out of bounds. Boy, I tell you what, there's going to be some guys need an ice bath or something after this. So Marshall flips.
Go get the layup.
And Deckman to Eberle, and they're going to call off the Dogs. Eberle high left, shoves it up to Marshall. Eagle fan starts to cheer. 30 seconds. And Marshall's going to stand all the way out top with 20 seconds. We're not even going to pass the ball, I guess.
No, they're not going to come up and guard. They're just going to call it.
I can't believe they waste a whole 30 seconds standing, but they do.
Yep.
You can call out the guards. You can turn out the lights. This one belongs to the maroon and gold. 59-43. Eagles go to 6-0 in the campaign. Meanwhile, they drop to what? 5-3. Thank you, Wyatt. So a clean sweep for the Eagles here tonight. Freshman JV and varsity. It's got a smile on Coach Marshall's face. And I'm sure on the coaching staff as well.
Yeah, that's a big win, man. You know, we did dominate the game, and we kind of took it to them, but it's just a big win. That's a really good Blackhawk team, and it's a really good spot to kind of see where we're at in the season.
Yep.
That's our biggest, hardest, true test that we've had this season.
Yep.
So just, of course, I'm smiling. I mean, that's a big win, and just proud of our guys. They play so stinking hard, you know. And they did it for 4 quarters, and that's the thing. Like, you got to play 1 through 4. When you play like that, 1 through 4, we're really, really tough to beat.
Yep.
Defense just is stifling. You know, it looks really good. And, you know, those Blackhawks, I mean, they're a big team as well, you know. So physicality, like, we didn't get out tough tonight. We didn't get out hustled tonight. You know, talk about the 3 E's all the time.
Yep.
You know, energy. Mr. Leach leaving, huh?
Yep.
So, yeah, just really proud of our guys. They look really good, move the ball super well, very unselfish. You know, it's like, hey, somebody's hot, we're getting on the basketball. And tonight, that guy was Landon Richmond, and Landon seems to be that guy often. So, you know, give it to the guy who's going to finish for you, the guy who's going to get points on the board for you. So, yeah, fun stuff.
And these 2 teams could meet down the road again.
Yeah, they could. You know what they always say is, you know, it's always tough to beat a team twice, you know. So, you know, if they do happen to see each other, I'm sure both teams are going to have a pretty good game plan. But you know, that'll be late in the postseason. So
potential is there, but a long way to go before that. So, Eagles head off happy. And the Columbia City crowd will linger, I'm sure, as they have a propensity to do.
Yes.
So Columbia City people do. Stand around and talk on the floor. Eberle.
Yeah.
I can't even get out this Eberle's attention. Sam Eberle.
And Sam. Brady Hartman right there.
Yeah, Brady Hartman. So.
Yep, that was a statement win right there by our boys.
All right, you wrote that down so I don't forget it. That's good. Wyatt Warner on stats, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Brandon Marshall color tonight. And Mr. Glaza running the show. And Rodney Tripconi checking in again.
Oh, Hot Rod.
Hot Rod. So we'll see what Coach Schaus has to say. I would assume he'll be out.
Yeah, I'm going to actually put this on mute and let these sweaty earmuffs tell them.
Okay. You going to dry them off? Coach Marshall, thanks for helping out tonight. So, it's a 59-43 Blackhawk to 5-2. Columbia City 6-0. Blackhawks 5-3. So, Stratton Fuller over there. So, guy who made the winning shot in the sectional last year up at Northwood, of course. And he's back on leave from the Army Academy or whatnot. So, a lot of people back from Christmas. So, we'll stick around here, and Wyatt's working feverishly on the stats. We've almost made it to the 9 o'clock hour, so we'll take a look, and Marshall's got the stats. Or check that. Warner's got the stats. Okay, so they look like this. He and St. John 0 of 5 on the evening. Did pick up 2 rebounds and an assist. No points. Owen Marshall, 2 of 9 from the floor, 2 of 4 from the charity stripe, 8 rebounds, 6 points for Marshall, 2 assists, 3 steals. Josh Eberle tonight, 3 of 4 from the floor, 1 of 1 beyond the arc, 4 of 7 from the charity stripe, 4 rebounds, 11 points, check that. Well, that's it. We don't usually go over turnovers, but so Trey Deckman, 1 of 4 on the evening, also 1 of 2 at the charity stripe, 7 rebounds, 3 total points, 7 assists by Deckman, 2 steals. Camden Clausen, 1 of 3 on the evening, 2 of 2 at the charity stripe. Clausen with 4. He had a steal. Columbia City for the game, 24-47 from the floor. That looks like 51%. 1 of 11 beyond the arc, 9%. 10 of 19 from the charity stripe, 52%. Looking at Blackhawk Christian, as we see Coach Schaus making his way up here. Reinhardt, 3 of 10 from the floor. And he's 0 of 6 beyond the arc, 1 of 2 at the charity stripe. 7 total points for Reinhardt, 1 assist and 1 steal. Well, Coach Schaus, welcome to the broadcast. And you're taking a gander at those stats. And welcome to the broadcast, and congratulations on another win, a hard-fought win here tonight at a tough Blackhawk.
Yeah, again, not an easy place to play and a tough opponent. They can score the ball in bunches, and obviously with the start that we had, we got to kind of settle in there in the second half, maybe not take so long on possessions. But we still wanted to have attack mode, so I was a little disappointed. If there's anything to be disappointed about, maybe kind of how we took care of the ball. I think we had 2 turnovers our first 2 possessions of the second half. But again, we came out, we set the tone early, and they had to kind of scramble and try to play even more downhill than they already do there in the second half.
Yeah, and shooting, the outside shooting tonight, both teams struggled, and they're known for their 3-point game, and only 3-point shots hit on the night, so kind of a strange deal there.
Yeah, again, I think both of us and Blackhawk Christian are good defensive teams, and they specifically on the 3-point line. They didn't really have an answer for Landon, especially early.
Right.
With I don't even know how many he had in the first half, but a lot. And 17 and 22 from the field. We'll take that anytime. So, again, they kind of adjusted. We had some open outside shots there in the second half. Again, that's one thing. If there's anything I'm going to knock our guys on right now, it's that percentage right there.
Yep.
But we see them in practice every day. These guys are still confident in it. They still shoot it well. And that's going to come. And I think that's only going to make us a better team and a harder team to beat.
Yeah, and a very physical affair, and a lot of bodies hit the floor, and your daughter's here again.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. And she wants to sit on Dad's lap and say hi. So, but very physical basketball game tonight, all the way around. And the guys, this was a dogged effort, really, by both squads.
Yep.
But for us to get the win.
Yeah, definitely. It was physical early, and I think it just, like you said, carried on the rest of the game. And like I said, they were trying to speed us up there in the second half and had some hands on us and turned the ball over a couple times. But we've got to do, again, a little bit better job of getting what we want still and finding easy shots and taking care of the basketball. But, again, just a great effort. Again, I think this group, as a coach, I was hoping at Whitco, whenever that was, November 26th, we would play our best basketball.
Yeah.
That's just kind of my expectation, but it didn't happen that way. But we have gotten better each game. And as we've talked about, our defensive effort is great. So even if we're not shooting the ball well, which we haven't yet to start the season, if we play defense like this, we can compete any night.
Yep. So you get a little bit of a break here. We have Christmas, obviously, and then you move on to a tournament that's got some good competition in it, and that'll be another couple of good challenges there for your guys to kind of see where we're at.
Yeah, definitely. We play some teams up near South Bend. We play South Bend Adams, who I'm familiar with, being at Jimtown for a couple years before Columbia City, but super athletic team. They're going to get up and go, kind of play, pretty similar to Blackhawk did that second half. And then Fort Wayne Dwenger, SAC school, and then we'll play Mishawaka Marion, who, again, I'm familiar with being up from that area. 3 solid schools, and it's going to be a good, couple days for us. See what we're about, see if we can play back-to-back games, 2 in one day, and kind of go from there. But I'm excited for these guys to get a little bit of a break. I'm excited for a little break, spend some time with family.
Yes.
But I'm sure we'll be anxious and chomping at the bit come Friday for practice.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations again on the win, and thanks for coming out to talk to us as always. And good Christmas to you and your family, and we'll be talking to you down the road here.
Yep. Thanks. Merry Christmas.
All right, Matt Schaus, ladies and gentlemen. He's very happy after that. And this was kind of a measuring stick game, as Coach Marshall said, and what a night it was. Well, we'll continue with the Blackhawks scoring. We left off after Reinhardt. Wood has 0 of 2 from the floor. He has 2 rebounds and 2 steals, no points. 14 out of Bryce Lacrosse on the evening, 4 of 15 from the floor, 1 of 5 beyond the arc, 5 of 5 at the charity stripe. One of the players that actually shot well from the free throw line, which was kind of a bizarre night for everybody there. 14 total points for Lacrosse, 2 steals, and that was that. Jaden O'Neill, a little bit of a rough night for him, 0 of 2 from the field, 2 of 2 from the charity stripe, 1 rebound, 2 points for Jaden O'Neill. Drake Sefton, 3 of 9 from the floor, 1 3-point goal in there, 5 of 8 at the charity stripe, 13 rebounds, 12 points for Drake Sefton, and an assist and a steal. Riker Knox, 0 of 3 on the night. He was 1 of 2 at the charity stripe, picked up 2 rebounds, 1 point, and 1 assist and 1 steal. Briggs Pardon, one of their main scorers, held to 3 of 5 shooting on the evening, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe, 2 rebounds, 7 total points, and a steal for Briggs Pardon. They shoot 13 of 46 from the floor for the game. That's 28%. They were 2 of 19 beyond the arc, 10%. 15 of 21 at the charity stripe, 71%. Columbia City struggled at the line a little bit, 10 of 19, 52%. Again, 24 for 57 from the field for the game, 51%. 1 of 11 from beyond the arc were the Columbia City Eagles, 9% there. Turnover-wise, 9 for Columbia City, 8 for Blackhawk Christian. We only had 2 at the intermission, but struggled a little bit. But again, Blackhawk definitely turned up the heat on the Eagles in the second half. Let's see any other pertinent stats. Points or turnovers, Columbia City outscored Blackhawk 10-7. Points in the paint, 46-22. A lot of that because of Landon Richmond. Second chance points, 7-5 in favor of the Eagles. Fast breaks, 10-9 in favor of Blackhawk. The bench points, 8-4 in favor of the Braves. Columbia City led the game for 30 minutes and 52 seconds. So only a minute and 8 of the game was it tied. And Blackhawk never had the lead. Line score tonight, Columbia City 17 in the first, 14 in the second, 14 in the third, 14 in the fourth, 59. Blackhawk 3 in the first, 9 in the second, 17 in the third, 14 in the fourth, 43. And that's where the tail of the tape ends. Again, leading scorers, 14 out of Bryce Lacrosse. For Blackhawk, Drake Sefton joined him in double figures with 12. Columbia City, 2 in double figures as well. Landon Richmond, a game-high 35 points. Josh Eberle added 11 to the Eagle Claws. And just for good measure, Owen Marshall 6, Camden Clausen 4, Trey Deckman 3 accounted for the rest of the Columbia City scoring. So Columbia City to 6-2 on, or 6-0 on the campaign. Blackhawk Christian to 5-3. If I get my signals straight here. So, and the Eagles game will head for that holiday tournament on the 29th or next, 28th, 29th, something like that. Not sure of availability or if we'll be involved with the tournament radio-wise. So just kind of stand by and hang with us. So probably will not be a part of that one at this point in time. So we'll about pack it up for tonight. Columbia City sweeps the freshmen, the JV, and the varsity here tonight. 52-47 was the score in the junior varsity, 59-43 here in the varsity game. Freshman game, I forgot the score. I should write that stuff down, but hey, that happens. So that's about it for tonight. Thanks to Wyatt Warner on statistics. And also the underwriters tonight, VFW Post 5582, Morse's Builders Mart, First Fleet, EduStaff, Move Over Ice Cream, Flowtech Plumbing and Heating, Bart's Car Store, Myers Hockemeyer McNagny, LLP was your timeout underwriter. So with all of that said, we thank Mr. Glaza for coming in and running the show tonight back at the WJHS studios. And keeping it going back there. Have a nice Christmas, everybody out there. We'll talk to you in due time. Girls tournament 2nd and the 3rd of January. Boys coming up 28th, 29th. So we may or may not be involved with that. So that's what we're looking at. So for all the aforementioned and my broadcast partner, Brandon Marshall, Andrew Thompson saying so long here from Blackhawk Christian High School on the east side of Fort Wayne, telling you the final score, 59-43, and it favored the Columbia City Eagles. Thanks for listening. Good night, everybody.